last night I was at our friends. I won't say her name, but both of our friends. I was at our birthday party, and it was fun. And we were dancing. DJ was playing. And he was a dope DJ, and it was fun. It was perfect. Vibes were perfect. And then he starts doing this thing where, like, in one of the songs, he starts dropping samples from the New York lady in Pakistan. We all know, like, and so he was dropping samples of hers, and it was hilarious. Everyone recognized it.
I need $100,000.
It was literally that, right? He was dropping those samples, and then I'm really caught up in the moment of the magic of the moment, and then like when the beat stops for a second right before the drop, I just yell out, Pakistan Zindabad.
What is that?
It's like long live Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
It's like Viva Mexico, you know?
Okay.
And so I was really feeling the moment a little too much, and I yell that out, and everyone turns and looks at me with like fear in their eyes.
Niggas never heard that phrase before.
all their Bushwick wokeness leaves their body.
All they heard was Allah Akbar.
Now they're all got national security fears in their eyes.
Is TSA in the building? Can they check this guy?
It was literally like the DJ, like you unplug the DJ.
I would have got your ass. Hey, bro.
I mean, I knew what I was doing. I was having fun, right? I knew what I was doing. I'm not an idiot. I was like, this is a bit for myself.
No, yeah, that's a fun. No, listen, I definitely would have been like, I don't know what the fuck that was.
You would have taken one step away from me.
Yeah, no, that's a wait. What did you yell out?
Pakistan Zindabad.
Pakistan Zindabad.
Zindabad.
Zindabad. Yeah.
There you go.
Nigga
yeah.
went too deep cut on the fucking on the American lady in Pakistan. Oh, I'm the only one who knows it.
Well, I realized after the fact, I'm like, damn, like, have you seen that video? It's kind of famous of like those little Pakistani kids like in Pakistan, like graduating from school, and they each go up, and the lady's like, what are you gonna do for Pakistan? And he's like, I will we get revenge on India.
I've never seen
they're all saying, so I will become a fighter pilot for Pakistan. And then they go, Pakistan's in the bot. And I'm like, damn, that shit is real. I think that's in my blood, because why did that come out of me?
That shit sound hard, and it does sound like something that should be in a rap track. Pakistan's in the bot. That shit sounds, yeah.
It is hard. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, fucking first off, greetings to KAWPS the podcast. Also, well, you know where you learn all about the propaganda, the weekly propaganda going on in the week, and you learn about new phrases like Pakistan Zindabad.
Yeah, good job. You nailed
it. Right?
You nailed it.
Shit, nigga, you know what I mean? I'm a well-cultured individual.
Well, you are now.
Listen, slowly but surely, it's like I pick up little things. Duck confit. My niggas, if y'all haven't gotten up on duck confit,
nice.
I don't know what you're doing with your
I've never had it.
Because you're an uncultured fuck.
I am an uncultured fuck. All I know is Pakistan's in the bot. That's all I know.
Niggas in Bushwick clubs smelling like armpits. Meanwhile, I'm out here.
You are.
With a old fashioned and a cigar. Reading about, I don't fucking know, the Gilded Age empires.
There you go.
You know, it's typical Ashton shit. But what's going on in the fucking cop world?
All right. We will start with our headline roundup here. So, all right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Cop in New York who killed a driver by running a red light and going 90 miles per hour in a 30 gets off with no charges. R.I.P. Sabi Alakwa.
School cop in Florida is recorded shooting her ex-boyfriend in the head. R.I.P. Damian Colin.
School cop in Michigan leaves his gun in a school.
School cop in California is arrested for domestic violence.
School cop in Michigan steals money from the school.
School cop in Connecticut steals nudes from students' phones.
Cop in New York kicks man in the head and gives him a seizure.
The cop in California tases a man for having a seizure.
Cop in Pennsylvania shoots her grandson during an argument.
Cop in Tennessee is arrested for sexual assault.
Cop in Oklahoma is charged with sexual assault.
Cop in New Jersey is arresting for sexting a minor.
Cop in Maine charged with child sex crimes.
Cop in New Mexico charged with child sex crimes.
Cop in Virginia convicted for child sex crimes.
And finally, a cop in New York and New Jersey pleads guilty to child porn.
And there you have it. Actually, a light week. So good job out there, cops.
It might be a light week, but every single time I say this shit, I'm always like, ew! I just want to like follow up. Like, gross!
It is gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah. We should have ad-libs on that.
Yeah, we need Migos ad-libs to this. Don't do that!
Yeah. Nasty.
Mama!
What's wrong with you?
Help! That's so fucking... Those shits are hard to read, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it has an effect.
There's no poker face in that shit.
Yeah. We should do like a cleansing session after each
can we do
episode
some
in like
sage?
in like a sauna or something.
Right.
But yeah, those were the headlines. That is some of the police-related headlines of the week. And so this episode is going to be a little bit of a special episode. This is going to be School Cop edition of our episode, because you might have noticed we had a lot of school cop stories. School cops is one of my favorite subjects. They're called SROs, School Resource Officers. The question is, should we have cops in schools? And the answer is no. We shouldn't. There's absolutely no reason. Now, could we have security guards in school? Yes, right? That makes sense. Mm-hmm. We need security at our schools, but do we need them to be officers of the law? Do we need them to be connected to jail and prison, aka the school to prison pipeline? There's no reason for that. And we have the statistics, schools that have cops in them have higher rates of kids getting arrested and going to jail, which makes total sense. The cops are right fucking there, and the vast majority of the time that these kids are going to jail and becoming ingratiated with this system from school, the place they're supposed to be safe, vast majority of the times those incidents are like not really like, kids get in fights in school, kids bring contraband to school. That's a part of being being a youth. There's no reason to get the prison system involved. And also on top of that, if you've tuned into our show, beyond the theory of all this, cops many times are psychopaths and should not be allowed near schools, let alone the ones being hired like, my new job patrolling the mean hallways of Morton Ranch Junior High. These scumbags are gonna get their skulls knocked in if they ever decide to be late in under my watch.
When I was a kid, I had a office. What's that period where you're like in the office? Where you're like office worker.
Yeah. You were like an aide.
I was an office aide, and a cop would always come into the office to use the computer, and he'd just be like, y'all want to see some footage of me beating up kids?
Holy
and
shit.
He'd just have a USB, and he'd plug it up into the secretary's computer, and we would just sit there and watch from like the school camera angle, him just look like fucking WWE black and white footage of him just fucking, look, he's like cutting a demo reel together. When I was a kid, I was like, shit, you're a kid. He had all you want to do is see all the school fights. This nigga had all the school fights on his USB.
Oh my God.
But he was living out the fantasy of like, what if I just got to beat up kids? This is him knocking kids out. That shit was, when I was like, now I'm older, I'm like, that's fucked up. Now I realize.
Good. No, if I was a kid, I would have been like, this is awesome.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, officer.
I was like, oh, he was fucking them kids up. This nigga was doing wrestling.
Yeah. Watch me hit him with the F5.
Yeah.
You like that? Oh, yeah. Also, don't do drugs or whatever, but look at this shit.
That is like, is that a, I don't know. You just know you're about to beat up kid. You suit up just knowing.
Dude.
Batman. They just about to go fuck a kid up.
These are cops, man. We know cops, they had their little whatever 20-hour PowerPoint training to be like in schools, but their training is to be fucking cops. So they're gonna be fucking cops in these schools.
It's like letting just rabid fucking Rottweilers all into schools and be like, these are your protectors.
Yeah. Oh, you turn in your homework late? Oh, you're going away for a long time, buddy.
Yeah, no, and I know we've seen all those video footage of just cops fucking kids up. Mm-hmm. That shit is crazy.
Yeah. I have a story, school cop story.
Right.
So this is 9th grade, right? picture, you gotta put your head. We're in like 2003, 2004, right? And my lame ass high school, in the suburbs, we have like our spirit week or whatever, and like so for one day, it's dressed like a superhero day. So you get to show up in costumes and stuff, and everyone's doing it, and it's fun. Me and my friends at this time, we are like really into ninjas. And we're in 9th grade, so it's like kind of ironic. Like we're kind of ironically into ninjas, but also like not ironically. Like ninjas are cool as shit still to us. So, and we all have our little characters like Ice Ninja, Fire Ninja, whatever. So
These niggas was not fucking at all.
The what? Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Not even close. Not even. We were not.
These ninja stars are keeping away the enemy and women.
Yeah,
Fucking...
that was us.
I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh in 9th grade, so I was making the pussy dry with the heart of the cards. So.
The heart of the cards is within you, and you are by yourself. But so we all we get to show up at school today in our ninja costumes. So I'm walking down the hallway in the ninja costume, and the school cop comes up to me he has hate in his eyes. I could feel it right away before he says anything. And he said, I'll always remember the exact words he said. He goes, son. No, he goes, who's your hero supposed to be, son? And this cop thought that I dressed up as Al-Qaeda on Dress Like Your Hero Day. And he was not joking. Like, he thought he was
crazy.
Right? He was serious. He was angry. And I was like looking at him, and I was like, I'm a ninja, and he wouldn't hear it. He was like, as angry as I was at like, this is racism, he was even more angry because he was like, this is America. Like, I can't be having like this brown kid up here disrespecting what happened. Like, ooh, the first responders, whatever. And so he's like taking me to the office. Like, he won't hear me. I'm like trying to explain to him, like, bro, I'm a ninja. Like, I'm like fighting tears in my eyes. I'm like, hey, this is happening. Am I seriously getting in trouble? Like, I'm like, I have other ninjas around. Like, look around. There's other ninjas, but you couldn't find them.
So crazy.
Because they're good ass ninjas, they're hard to find.
He's like, I got these stars and smoke bombs. Exactly.
Yeah.
Smoke bombs.
Yeah. And he takes me to the office, and he like makes me wait, and then I go and I sit next, like in front of this. I'm sitting in the office by myself, and finally this like lady, this white lady comes in. I've never seen her before at the school, and she like sits down. I don't say anything, and she like sits down and like reads. I'm watching her read the write-up that he wrote for me and like fucking like crayon or whatever. Like, this guy is like, she's not a teacher. Like, fuck off. You're a cop. What are you doing? And so she reads the write-up, and she looks up at me, and I go, I'm a ninja. And then she looks back at the write-up, looks back up at me, and she's just like, you can go back to class. I was like, thank you, lady. and then I go and tell my friends, and we laugh because that was hilarious.
That cop, he's a sand ninja. No,
there you go.
He's a ninja. Sorry, it was boiling in me.
Yeah, I mean that was our joke. As I was sand ninja. You nailed it.
And funny kids.
Yeah, we were funny. So, anyways, let's start digging in to this school time edition of KAWPS the podcast.
Back to school. So pedophiles watch this from 15 feet away from your phones. I don't know. What do they do?
What?
Know. Pedophiles underneath schools. We're doing. All right, let's go back to the story, dog.
All right, first we're going to Michigan. I got what you were saying. First we're going to Michigan, and we're reading from, and all these stories are basically from like 1 or 2 weeks. A Genesee County Sheriff's deputy was arraigned Wednesday on a firearm charge a day after police say his handgun was found unattended at Lapeer High School. The Lapeer Police Department says Deputy Jonathan Betcher is facing one misdemeanor charge for reckless use of a firearm. Lapeer police say staff members at Lapeer High School found Betcher's handgun stashed inside a lunchbox in the school parking lot when they arrived for work around 6:30 a.m. Staff immediately called the police to take the weapon. Lapeer police discovered the handgun was registered to Betcher and contacted the Genesee County Sheriff's Office. It's unclear whether the gun was Betcher's service weapon or a personal gun. Betcher was at Lapeer High School to attend a basketball game Monday evening and allegedly lost track of his gun when he left. Yeah, he did allegedly lose track of his gun.
Listen, I'm not about to sit here and fucking. I've lost my wallet 3 times this month. I can't even fucking. I get it. I never had a gun before, but so I can only imagine. I would 100% be like, damn, I left my gun at the fucking high school game.
Damn, did I leave my gun on top of the car again before I drove off?
I mean, where's my Find My Gun phone app?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you would, I imagine if you're the cop, the phone wallet check before you go.
Testicles, wallet watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Add the gun in there.
Yeah, throw the gun.
Add the gun in that routine, bro. Please.
Dude, don't you have a holster? Come on, nigga. Are you taking, did he take his gun off? Was he just like,
Well, he had it in a lunchbox. So this seems like not. I don't know. Was this like a construction lunchbox? Or was this like a Batman lunchbox that he left? It sounds like it's not his service. It sounds like this is like a little recreational, like for fun gun that he had in a damn lunchbox that he left after a basketball game.
Imagine a kid thinks they accidentally pick up that lunchbox thinking it's theirs. They're like, I wonder what mommy got me. And they open it up. It's like a fucking message. All right? Kid, don't come home today.
Yeah. You have no excuse to not get an A in any of your classes.
I got something for you to eat. These goddamn bullets. Don't come home. No.
And this, believe it or not, I mean, it's at this point, it's very believable. This thing happens fairly routinely. Like every few months, I'll come across a story of a cop just like the last one. A cop like left his gun on, like he was using the bathroom, and I guess like we took off his gun and like put it on top of the stall, and he just left it on top of the stall in like elementary school.
Nice, just jarring for a child.
Yeah.
Just a jarring, consequential moment for a kid.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
That is a fork in the road.
Yeah. There's a kid coming across an open gun.
Yeah.
All right. I know I'm supposed to make decisions, right?
Yeah.
That shit would be like when Spider-Man get the zoom in moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Make it easier for school shooters. That's cool.
Yeah.
Just make that's how you create work for yourself.
Yeah.
He's keeping himself employed.
Yeah, it's a job creator right there.
No, that's if a kid does find that gun, that's free lunch for the rest of the year, probably.
Yeah. We're not offering free lunch anymore, so they got to get it how they can get it.
Yeah, they like put the pizza on the tray. I want the brownie, I want chocolate and regular milk. Everybody about to get sent to the principal office in the sky. Whatever kid finds that gun is.
Yeah, the cop sees it. He's like, time to save the day. Reaches for his gun. Oh shit! Fuck!
Yeah, guys, I was gonna stop the shooter, but the thing is, the shooter has my gun. The gun the shooter's using, plot twist, is my gun. My own gun. It be your own bullets.
Awesome. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, we're heading to Cleveland. We're reading from Cleveland 19. An off-duty Cleveland police officer has been arrested in connection to a single shot fired outside of Riverview Elementary School Thursday morning. Students and staff were under lockdown for about an hour after a shot was fired in the parking lot of the school. Lake County Sheriff deputies were called out to the school around 9:10 a.m. after the school resource officer approached the vehicle where the shooting happened. Officials say the SRO ordered a man outside a vehicle with a firearm and ordered him to drop the weapon before a fight ensued with the suspect. Cleveland police have confirmed the suspect taken into custody is an off-duty police officer of theirs. So that's, a post to the Riverside local school Facebook page confirms the domestic dispute began off-site, carried into the Riverview Elementary parking lot. Leon Bruno posted to the sheriff's office account that the incident...
Isn't that hilarious? They're like, all right, Is everyone, let's take this outside. Like, let's take it to the elementary school parking lot. Let's settle this like men.
Well, yeah. I'll see you outside. Meet me outside of school. We're not on school.
Yeah. Meet me at the flagpole at 3 p.m.
What?
And bring your gun.
Yeah, let's have. All right, they posted on the Facebook, the sheriff's office Facebook account that the incident began off campus and moved on campus when the suspect's vehicle collided with another vehicle. So I guess this was a car accident, road rage. I love it.
Also, want to emphasize again, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. You're shooting shots at 9 a.m.
I get people have road rage at 9 a.m.
I guess
I'd be too tired.
Yeah,
road
right.
Rage don't seem like a 9 a morning thing.
That's when you're just sad. You're tired and you're sad that like, damn, life sucks. You got to wake up and go to work every day. God damn. Yeah. It's like, I wish someone would crash into me right now.
9 a.m. is when you're taking it in. The rage that comes out afterward.
After lunch.
Yeah, after your boss is like, I know I made you work all day, but you're fired. I forgot I was going to tell you that when you came in, but we decided to make you work today. That's when the road rage. You got that shit at 9 a.m.
Yeah. After you get fired, that's when you pull out the gun you found in the bathroom earlier that day on top of the stall.
Yeah. Like, someone's using this. Damn. He worked for the police department.
Yeah, he was a cop. That's the funny part about this story was that it was the same department that the resource officer was who ended up arresting him. They probably were like, well, thanks to our brave men in our department, we stopped a crazy guy shooting a gun outside of the school. He was a real sick and twisted individual. Who is this guy? What's his name? Just some guy who needs names these days. Yeah,
worry about it.
The point is that we took it under control, and everyone in our department is a great, responsible person.
Yeah, no, that is. Who did this? Yeah, that's. I just think that's like ass because imagine how bad of a day that cop had. You don't just go to jail. You also got to go to work, and you're not getting paid. You at work for 3 days without getting paid. That's not even jail. That's hell at that point.
Yeah.
You just got to sit there. I feel like that's what we should do as punishments. No, that's just wage slavery at that point. Never mind. I think I just invented slavery. My bad.
I think it's the proper term would be reinvented.
Yeah, reinvented.
All right, now we're moving to Texas. Corpus Christi, ABC News 4. A former Corpus Christi Independent School District police officer has been arrested and charged with tampering with or fabricating physical evidence and official oppression. Andrew Gonzalez is in custody at the Nueces County Jail. Former Hamlin Middle School assistant principal Amanda Corona was arrested and is also charged with tampering or fabricating physical evidence. What is this? What's going on? Tampering physical evidence? What is the story? Well, the arrest of affidavit obtained by blah, 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 KRIS News is Corona is accused of planting a marijuana vape pen in a student's backpack.
Nice.
That affidavit also names Gonzalez, the cop. As KRIS 6 News first reported, during a backpack search last year, a vape pen was found behind a cabinet in a classroom at the middle school. During this search, a student's cell phone was recording audio. In that recording, Corona can be heard telling Gonzalez to place that vape pen in a student's bag.
Damn.
Yeah. That student was then questioned by school officials and eventually suspended. A sergeant with the Nueces County Sheriff's Office began investigating that incident in March of last year. According to the arrest affidavit, the same vape pen was placed in another student's binder, and he was disciplined by the school. A third student was also disciplined after Corona and Gonzalez stated two students accused that student of owning the vape pen.
God damn it. This is an incredible story.
Yeah.
They got that kid who recorded fucking MIT. Give him a scholarship.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Yeah.
Wholly outsmart. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Fuck no. Fuck no.
Yeah. Can you successfully frame a fifth grader?
No, that's so crazy. Yo, who is this fifth dimensional thinking ass child?
Yeah. Yeah. And this assistant principal, she's the principal of his school.
Dude.
She's this fucking penguin like type, just like has all these crooked cops on her payroll at the school.
God.
Send him away. Do what you gotta do. She like slides him the vape pen.
I know. You think that, like they thought about it. They were like, or when it came to vape pen, they're like, should we do crack pipe? No, too obvious.
Yeah.
Cocaine? No.
Yeah.
Vape pen. That's a good one. Yeah. Put the vape pen in the back.
She goes up to the cop. We need to frame the kid. He pulls out a giant sack of crack. I got it, boss. Right here, boss. She's like, actually, this is junior high. We'll save that for high school. How about take this vape pen?
They're trying to get. I feel like they're trying to get these kids. Just trying to get them started early. It's the Head Start program for like the police for school to prison pipeline. It's like, trying to fast track these kids. That's
I mean, it is literally what it is. This is the school to prison pipeline in effect, but it's like it's just insane having these this police shit in the fucking schools, because this shit is gonna happen more often than you might think.
That's just so funny that they're doing like Fisher Price level, babies first pat down type shit. Like, that's like the vape pen is funny. The vape pen is funny because it's like you're like you thought about it. That's premeditated. That's like it's like putting on tricycle wheels for these kids. It's really
it's like Arthur meets The Wire. Right. It's like these fucking crooked DAs and investigators. Like the whole system is corrupt. The prison, the principal, the cop is like, this shit is rotten to the core.
That's so crazy that they're like training. It's like training wheels for criminality.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Exactly.
They turn the school system. It's a literal example of how they're turning the school system into the police state we already live in, and they're just recreating it in the actual. They're planning drugs on children, like fucking, like.
And how do you go to comes home from work? Hey, how was work today, hon? Today I put away some real dirt bags, made the hallways safer place.
I cleaned it. Yeah, that's so funny.
Just
damn, dog. That's so funny.
Insane stuff. But yeah, we got more stories. You got the next one.
Where are we? We are in Aurora, Colorado. Former Aurora Police Department officer accused of sending inappropriate texts to a female student at Aurora Central High School pleaded guilty Friday and was immediately sentenced. Egide Ngage was initially charged with 3 misdemeanor charges of official misconduct for incidents that happened between March and October last year. It's unclear if there's more than one victim, but on Friday he pleaded guilty to 1 count of official misconduct and was sentenced to probation and 36 hours of community service. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's funny how the stories hit different when you read them out loud. And you're like, wait a minute.
That ending didn't make sense. It's like fucking. I felt that was like a plot. Ending didn't go along with none of the setup.
Exactly.
I assumed it ended with him being murdered by the state him doing 20 years in jail. But no, he walked out. He was charged with sexually sexting like a minor, what it seems, and he was on probation.
And
36 hours of
36
hours of community service is like, I'm sorry, as a nigga who had to do 72 hours of community service for weed.
Yeah,
brother, I think I had to do 100 and something. It was so long ago, I blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah, you know what? I'm now remembering. I also had to do for a minor in just drinking underage, and it was definitely more than 36 hours of community service. It was like weeks,
4 weeks. That's like
what the fuck?
I had like 6 months of community service. I had like almost a year's worth of it was taxing on my soul. Yeah. This man got 36 hours of community service.
Yeah,
for being a pedophile. What the fuck? What you on the side, on the sideway, on the side of a highway, picking up trash? Like, what you in for? Oh man, I got caught with weed. Man, that's injustice. What you in for? I got caught texting a 15-year-old. Hey, man, what the fuck? The fuck?
Yeah, get away from me, bro. Go pick up trash over there, bro.
We are not the same caliber criminal. Get the fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I know that's not the. I know the sexting part is the danger to children he poses is the insane part. But yeah, no.
But this is why I love doing this podcast, because like these articles, like it's a part of. I don't, maybe propaganda isn't like the correct word to use, but it's like the majority of these articles that we read on here are just like kind of like local news stories, right? And they're not really there to like editorialize and like be part of a larger opinion piece. So they're just written in these kind of like, they're not like presenting them in like any sort of a broader scope. So they just like give you like these kind of black and white facts, and then you read it out loud and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. I hope like the rough drafts that these journalists go through has all their like feel like, hey, this shit is crazy. A cop was like, maybe like through the second pass, they're like, all right, let me cut the fat. Let me cut out the, oh shit, can you believe this pedophile? Let me take out the pedophile.
Let me delete what the fuck.
How is this happening again?
But yeah, and we're going to just continue because again, that's sort of the point of all this is that there's more. We're going to Connecticut. From the News Times, a former school resource officer at Brookfield High School charged with evidence tampering in the unauthorized dissemination of nude photos of 2 former students there.
Good God.
Is expected to reach an agreement to resolve the case later this month, a judge said Monday. Rountos resigned from the Brookfield police force in November 2021 during an investigation of the circulation of the nude photos taken when the girls were minors and students at the high school. Rountos was arrested about a year later. And blah, blah, blah. The warrant for his arrest says he admitted to passing around the photos and intentionally destroying a cell phone that investigators believed had information related to the case. So, again, I'm just going to, the theme here is that if you put cops in schools, there are going to be cops in schools. And if you've been paying attention, if you've been listening to this podcast, every week it's like creepy ass shit that these motherfuckers are up to because generally they feel like they can get away with it. And I think the sad truth is they largely do get away with it, but it's still happening enough to where sometimes they don't, and we get these stories. And this is another example where like you're just kind of like you kind of got to read between the lines. Like we don't really know how he got access to these photos. I just imagine he's a cop at the school. He just has access to stuff, and he stole them from these girls' phones. I mean, this is like literally child pornography. And is he going to go to prison for child pornography? Probably not. It'll probably, like here, it says he's charged with evidence tampering. Yeah, evidence tampering? Bro, this is child pornography.
Porn ring going on at a school. That's so like what have we learned? Like what have we learned about cops in schools? They're ineffective to stop mass shootings. They're cause violence towards the kids. You can go and look up any viral video of a cop DDTing a fucking black child or whatever kid. Also, when they're not physically hitting your child, they're literally hitting on your child. Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck are they doing at these schools? They're just, what benefit? Is there any like evidence to suggest that they have helped any kids? Like, no, that shit is dog. And like, you're not even stopping violence. You're just causing literal sex rings. Damn. Yeah. Damn. All right. That's, yeah.
So that's it for our school time edition. But we do got some more stories.
Well, how do you? They're just how many cop stories were there about hitting on children?
Oh, dude, it's every week.
How do you like? And why do they go on for months? That's what I'm questioning. Like, they just are they like what are they? It said from October to March or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, like it said from earlier that the guy who was just like sending texts, he got like probation and community service.
It's a misdemeanor. Yeah. There's misdemeanor pedophile charges.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm a pedophile. It's misdemeanor pedophile charge.
Yeah.
How do they even have misdemeanor? I thought that. All right.
Yeah. All right. Pedophile slap on the wrist.
Yeah. That shit is just crazy to me. I'm like, these guys are hitting on cops, hitting on. How you hit on a student anyway? Like, what you doing after this? Nigga, homework. Yeah. What do you think I'm doing? All right. Yeah. All right. Sorry, we can move on. It just blows my mind.
Yeah. It is mind blowing.
Okay. This next story is pretty. I don't know if it's funny. It's It's crazy. We're going to be in Pennsylvania with a CBS News read. A retired Pittsburgh police officer has been arrested and is accused of shooting their teenage grandson. Yep, during an argument in the city's Stanton Heights neighborhood, early Tuesday mornings, officers were called out to investigate after a 16-year-old boy was dropped off at a local hospital having been shot in the leg by Meemaw. Oh my, yeah, you heard it. Police says the boy was left there by a female family member, later identified as 63-year-old Virginia Beck. Before officers arrived to investigate, Pittsburgh public safety spokesperson confirmed to KDKA that Beck is a retired officer with the city.
You could take the grandma out of the force, but you can't take the force out of the grandma. She's got that dog in her.
Damn. She's about to send your ass to where granddad at.
Yeah. She's like, what the fuck did you say about my cookies? Click, clack, motherfucker.
Damn. Shot in the, that's some like, it's hard. I mean, is this a police story or is this like a separate grandma violence story? I don't
know. How many podcasts are there about grandma violence? I think one is more common than the other.
Grandmas be violent, bro. Grandmas will fuck you up. I've been fucked up by plenty of two specific ones. Two very specific grandmas fucked me all the way up. So grandma, listen, that don't sound like some like 1940 shit. Your grandma, you piss grandma off a little bit too much, and you keep playing with me now.
Sure. Instead of get the switch, she's like, get the gun. Choose one. Choose your gun.
I'm gonna get the switch, all right. The extended.
The extender. Yeah.
Granny's getting the switch. That just sound like, that sound like a threat my Meemaw would make. She'd be like, all right, this bitch might shoot me for real.
But that's what I'll say is that it does sound like a threat that they would make. You know, like how your mom is like, I'm going to kill you. That's a common thing to say as a figure of speech.
Now, she would have planted some crack on him. That's what I would have known. I think my grandma.
She skipped all that. You went straight to the.
She pulled some crack out of her titties and planted it on it. That would have been like, okay, this is the cop is taking over grandma. Damn. But no, good story. Honestly, no, bad story. Stop shooting your children, your grandkids.
Yeah. Stop shooting your grandkids.
You wonder why they don't fucking call. Pull out the strap every time. Damn. No, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. My Memphis grandma, she was a real one.
Yeah.
I'm sure she is threatened. She had 10 kids.
Damn.
You got 10 kids. You got 100 grandkids. You're threatening one of them. You're threatening one of you. I think if you bring 10 kids and by virtue 100 grandkids, you're allowed to kill one of them.
Yeah. I mean, if you got 100 grandkids, statistically, you're going to shoot one of them.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You brought in that much life, you're allowed. That's like, you're allowed to take a little.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Or at least, take a bat to their kneecaps or something.
You could
something.
Oh my God. This reminds you say bat to the kneecap. It sent me flashes.
Oh my God. That's terrible. Ashton, I'm sorry for your childhood.
No, not the opposite. The opposite. My grandma never fucked me up. We did accidentally almost fuck my grandma up once.
What? What did y'all do? What did y'all do to your poor Memphis grandma?
Love you, R.I.P. We did stomp my grandma out one time.
What? Bro, should we stop recording this?
You got to hear the context.
Okay.
We have this thing called, instead of, was this the Turkey Bowl? Yeah. In Memphis, in North Memphis, we have this thing called the Turkey Bowl on Thanksgiving. And we go out, we basically take over this giant park and we shoot fireworks. It's like my family. I told you, I got a big ass family. I got 100 cousins. Like my grandma did have 10 kids. So it's a big ass clique. We reckless too. So we got fireworks. Dude, shoot, we got what are the Roman candles?
Yeah.
So this is from my Uncle Jay. So we fucking around. We start a war with Roman candles and we're just shooting them at each other.
Classic.
Big ass war in the park. And in it, someone shoots a Roman candle at my grandma and she's wearing this big flowing dress. And she catches on fire.
Hilarious.
And they go, all I hear is, oh Lord, they just set the grandma on fire.
No, shut up.
I swear to
No
God.
one yelled
yes,
that.
Yes, they did. Yes. Someone goes, oh, Lord, y'all just set the grandma on fire. And everybody runs over to my grandma, and I swear my grandma, it was a yellow dress, and it's my uncles. They just stomping the fire out. And like,
honestly, that context does help of y'all stomping out your grandma.
Yeah,
that's like the one way I could justify stomping out your grandma is that she's on fire. But y'all set her on fire.
Yeah, we set her on
Who
fire.
set her on fire? More context. Why is your grandma on fire?
I think my Uncle Jay is the one. I don't know who to blame. I think my Uncle Jay is the one who shot her. And then like, I think he shot her. And then he's the one who also said, y'all done set the grandma on fire. So he shot her and then immediately deflected blame on other people.
Threw y'all under the bus.
Sorry, didn't mean to disrupt the podcast.
No, hilarious.
Wanted to balance
this
that
is what
grandma,
the podcast is for.
Grandma violence story out with a story with grandma violence.
All right, so now we're going to close this out with this story is a couple months old now, and it's just a great story. So we're going to go to St. Louis, reading from the St. Louis American. On Monday, St. Louis Circuit Judge Joseph White awarded nearly $23.5 million. I'm going to say that again, $23.5 million to former police officer Luther Hall, who was beaten by colleagues while working undercover during a protest in 2017. The incident occurred during a time of great tension on the streets of St. Louis. That afternoon, former St. Louis police officer Jason Stockley was acquitted of the December 10th, 2011 fatal shooting of Anthony Lamar Smith. Stockley left the department in 2013 and wasn't charged with first-degree manslaughter until 2016, and then Circuit Attorney Jennifer Joyce cited unspecified new evidence. After the acquittal, on September 17, 2017, the police, who expected large groups of protesters, prepared a heavy response. Roughly 200 officers from the civil disobedience team were dispatched to handle protesters. It was only the first of many protests that spanned the city and county that year. Police clashed with protesters downtown, arresting more than 120 people. Hall, so this is the guy who just won the settlement, who is black, and Officer Luis Naes, who is white, were embedded undercover among the marchers. Both were arrested. Naes, the white guy, told investigators that while his arrest was routine, officers dressed in heavy armor, quote, beat the fuck out of Hall. Don't laugh.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing a great job reading this. Like Rodney King, end quote. A year later, 2018, 4 St. Louis police officers were indicted on federal charges, claiming that 3 of them beat an undercover colleague during protests, and according to the federal prosecutors, all 4 then covered it up. Protesters alleged that the officers, Dustin Boone, Randy Hayes, and Christopher Myers, threw, kicked, and beat Hall with batons, quote, while he was compliant and not posing a physical threat to anyone. The indictment also claimed that several of the officers exchanged messages that, quote, express disdain for protesters and, quote, excitement about using unjustified force against them and going undetected while doing so. In one September 15, 2017 text message, Myers wrote, quote, let's whoop some ass. Prosecutors also presented messages from Hayes saying, quote, going rogue does feel good, and Boone replying, quote, it's going to be a lot of fun beating the hell out of these expletive. I don't want to know what that was. Once the sun goes down, literally saying once the sun goes down and nobody can tell us apart. And I want to mention there are 5 exclamation points there. The officers face charges of depriving Hall with his constitutional rights and conspiracy to obstruct justice. Police sources initially said Hall only suffered a bloody lip during the arrest, but Hall's injuries were much more extensive. It was bad. I've seen the pictures. It's really bad. So going down to the bottom here, Hall sued 3 of his former colleagues, Hayes, Boone, and Myers, for their roles in the attack. By that time, 2 of his former officers, Hayes and Coletta, had pled guilty. Officer Stephen Court, who Hayes testified kicked Hall in the face, was acquitted of the charges against him. Hall was awarded, and listen carefully, a $5 million settlement from the city. On Monday, Judge White awarded Hall $10 million in punitive damages and $11 million for past and future physical and emotional pain, and almost $2 million for lost wages. So, again, $23 million to the black officer who went undercover and got the shit kicked out of him by his own colleagues.
Did the protesters who who weren't undercover cops, who also got the shit kicked out of them, did they get any money?
No. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and say not like this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they didn't get $23 million each.
What a psychotic thing to try to build sympathy towards. Mm-hmm. Like, Your Honor, I was simply, trying to sabotage a peaceful protest about police violence when all of a sudden the police started being violent. I was simply trying to fuck up this demonstration about excessive force when all of a sudden excessive force was being used. Yeah. That shit is like, let me not, because I'm like, he won 20, he wins.
Yeah.
But they definitely beat the black and blue off this nigga. Yeah. They were like,
well, it's like we did finally figure out how black people can get justice and accountability from the police.
It's gotta be,
It's gotta be the police.
Yeah, be the police.
Be the police.
If you gotta be a cop while experiencing discrimination against cops. Damn.
It's like, bro, it's like
so simple.
So simple. And it's like, to me, it's shocking that like you could, like, shouldn't y'all have some safeguards? Like, if I was a black person going undercover, like a black cop going undercover, I would make sure, like, bro, like, figure out like a safe word or something at least if you're going to be around cops at a protest. Like, don't you know what cops do at protests?
Yeah, no, that's you. Yeah, if anybody knows, they should know. You should know. That's like getting his ass beat. I know you getting your ass beat by cops in the middle of I know you feel the irony. You just have to. You have to feel. Tragically ironic. I know he felt the irony.
This is not funny though. Fuck.
Because he's like wants to pick up, he like starts chanting. You're getting your ass beat. You just naturally want to stay hands up, don't you? Like just some slogan.
Yeah. How is changing the system from the inside going, bro? How's that plan panning out for you in this moment?
Damn.
And it's like on the other side, these white cops who beat the shit and got in all this trouble. It's like I almost feel bad for them because like beating the shit out of protesters, like that's what they do.
So confused.
I know. It's
doing
like
my job.
They are actually some very unlucky police officers. Like they beat the one guy that they could have picked any other of the people there to beat the shit out of. Their days would have gone fine. They would have had a beer afterwards. Everything would have been gravy. But
it's like if the guy who assassinated Malcolm X accidentally shot the other guy who was there to assassinate Malcolm X.
Yeah.
They both just stand up. Get your hand out! No,
it's a cruel world sometimes.
When your COINTELPRO backfires, you accidentally kill your agent provocateur.
Yeah,
shit, fuck.
Yeah,
accidentally beat up my assassin, and I sent in to disturb this peaceful protest.
Yeah, dude.
I love that story. I mean, it's like, damn, I love hate relationship with this story. Mm-hmm. I don't want this guy to win $23.5 fucking million. Mm-hmm. This guy's a fucking traitor. Yeah. I don't even know what side he's on. This guy, he has no elite. He's just like, he has no like ideology or like moral fucking backbone. He's like, I'm with the police, and I came to like break up this protest that's in defiance of that's speaking on police violence, and then I got police violence.
Yeah.
Whose side? You don't donate that money Only way I would be like on the side with this dude. Donate that money to the protesters who you were trying, whose cause you were trying to dismantle, and inadvertently got your ass beat.
Yeah.
That's such a funny way.
Yeah.
He's just kidding. The cruel irony.
Yeah, learned a lesson about America that day. That's for sure. Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Sadly. I mean, you see the pictures of the guy, you're like, damn, of course you feel sympathy. You see the pictures, you're like, fuck, bro. But it's like...
I don't know. I got beat up by a cop at the protest. I don't feel no sympathy.
Yeah, I felt bad for you.
I wasn't no secret cop. I was just a regular nigga. I ain't win $23.5 million.
You did not. You did not.
I just want a fucking scar on my head. I got, what is this?
Yeah.
But I think that wraps it up for today.
That wraps it up for today. We're going to keep going on our Patreon. So we got more stories to share with y'all. So sign up for our Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and you will get 4 bonus episodes. That's 1 bonus episode every week for just $5 a month. Pretty good deal. Either way, thanks for listening. Appreciate y'all.
Heroes.